Hi everybody and welcome to GobbleUp. Today I'm going to be making noodles in Manchurian sauce. So let's get started. For this dish we need some vegetables along with some Chinese sauces. Now in a pan take about 8 to 10 cups of water, add 2 teaspoons of salt and a little bit of oil to the water. The oil we add to make sure that the noodles don't stick to one another when they are boiling. Once the water starts boiling, add the noodles. I like the noodles nice and long, so I don't like to break the noodles. So what I do is that I put the entire noodles together and then start separating them with a fork so that the noodles remain intact and don't break. Now we boil the noodles till they are about 90% done. And once they're done, we strain them and immediately add some cold water to it so that the heat that is in the noodles does not make them stick. We add water and we can also add a little bit of more oil at this stage and mix it up so there is no chance of the noodles to stick at all. Now in a pan, we take a little oil, and once the oil starts turning hot, we add a little bit of garlic, followed by some beans and carrots. Now beans and carrots are added first because they take a little longer to cook than any other vegetable. Although we don't have to make it very soft, because in Chinese food typically the vegetables are a little crunchy. But yes, if you want to cook it a little faster, you can add just a little bit of water to the pan and cover it up so that the vegetables can cook in the steam that is generated. It just makes the vegetables cook faster. So just make sure that the vegetables are not overcooked. Just continuously stir them. Now we add some sliced onion and saute the onions till they become a little translucent. We don't have to brown the onions. We simply have to saute them till they become a little translucent. Once the onions are done, we put in some capsicum. Now capsicum is the vegetable that actually gives any Chinese dish its Chinese flavor. Nowadays, most people don't like putting Ajinomoto, which actually gives the Chinese flavor to any dish. So the substitute is capsicum, followed by 1 slit green chilli. Of course, that can also be adjusted according to your taste. If you want to add it become more spicy, you can make it more spicy by adding in more. This is followed by adding some cabbage. Cabbage is the last vegetable that needs to be added because it cooks very fast. It leaves water, it cooks very fast. So if you add it right in the beginning, the dish may become very, very mushy. So you add it almost at the end and just stir fry it for a minute or two. Now put in some salt, pop in some pepper, and give it a good stir. Once the vegetables are done, we now add in the boiled noodles and stir them up with the vegetables. We stir them till it all gets mixed up together. Now to give it the Manchurian flavor, I have used Chinese Manchurian gravy mix of Knorr. I've added the entire contents of the packet. After that, giving it a good stir so that the powder mixes in the noodles well. I don't want to make the noodles very liquidy, so I have added the powder, and I'm just going to add a little bit of water to make it just slightly saucy. Now keep separating the noodles with the forks so that it all mixes well. Now to give it that slight saucy flavor, I have taken a little bit of water. 1 to 2 cups of water is enough to make it just slightly soggy and saucy. Now at this stage we start adding the sauces, some vinegar, some green chili sauce. Of course you can add more if you wish. Then we add some soya sauce and finally some tomato sauce. These are all added to enhance the flavor of the dish. Now give it a good stir so that everything mixes up really well. The water that we added has started to boil, and once that's done, the sauce is done, the noodles are all incorporated in the sauce, and it is almost done now. The noodles are now done. Take them out in the dish and it's ready to be eaten. And there our dish is done.